out, but I have a couple of videos coming up, so stay tuned. But today I want to talk to you guys about really getting into our emotions and allowing ourselves to grieve with the abandonments in our life. I'm not going to go very in-depth on the topic of abandonment because it's a very complex topic, and this will be a very long video. But what I want to focus on is giving you guys a tool and really emphasizing the importance of really digging into those emotions. And let's first explore what is abandonment. Abandonment can come in any form, and abandonment usually comes throughout our childhood, and it's because of the loss of a parent, whether it's through death or it's they walked out on us. Or in another case, your parents could have been physically there, present in your life, but emotionally they neglected you, so hence you're still abandoned. But abandonment can also come in a form of losing somebody that's close to you, not necessarily your parents, but maybe somebody that you were really close to, your grandmother, your best friend, and you lost them through death. So that's still a form of abandonment. And why I bring up this topic is because what I've noticed is that a lot of us who have abandonment issues in one or two forms, because abandonment comes in different forms, is that the common denominator that I've seen in others, and including myself when I've reflected back, is the fact that we don't go into the emotions. We don't really think about what we went through. We don't really sit and explore our pain. So what does this mean? Let me give you an example, because that's what I'm best at, is giving you guys stories as illustrations. So for example, me growing up, before I ever explored my emotions about my dad, when I look back, I always used to, when my father did not die, but he did walk out on me when I was 5. So in a sense, I suffered from abandonment in that regard. So growing up, every time that the thought of my father would come in, or I would feel sad for a moment, or I would, just feel bad for myself, I would quickly take that thought out and give myself a pep talk, you're not allowed to feel sorry for yourself, there's too many people in the world who have bigger problems, you don't need your dad, and so I would just find any stories to tell myself so that I didn't have to go into those emotions and I didn't have to feel the pain of not having my father around. So I gave myself every different excuse and reason to not go there. But the problem with this is that if we don't go there, we can't really uncover the deeper issues within us. Not only uncover the deeper issues which lie dormant in our unconscious, and any of you who are familiar with Carl Jung, he talks about the unconscious a lot, which is our shadow aspects, and those are things that most of our lives are being ruled by our unconscious. So most of your actions in your daily life are coming from your unconscious that you're not even aware of. And it's because most of us don't want to go to those painful memories. So number one, it's that, and then number two, you don't get to heal from it and get it out of your physical body, out into the material world, because also everything that you hold in turns into physical illness and discomforts. So that's two of the main reasons why it's really important to go in there. And then also, every time that you explore your emotions, you understand yourself better. This is a process of going within. This is how you get to know who you are. And the more you get to know who you are, it affects everything in your life for the better. So let me not get off track here. So this is what most of us do. We don't go into our emotions. Recently I had a conversation with someone who lost their best friend, and seeing the pain and the uncomfortableness of them not going into that, because they haven't really wanted to talk about it because the pain has been too much. And so in not talking about it, they haven't been able to heal. And a lot of times we have a lot of anger inside of us, and even if somebody died, we're angry, and so even the anger alone makes us feel bad for feeling angry, so we want to go there even less. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. You have to feel your feelings. So if you're angry, be angry. Allow yourself to be angry. Even if you're angry at the fact that somebody died and you feel like you shouldn't be angry, you have a right to be angry, because you just have to be able to find an outlet to let those emotions out. And anger is just a cover-up for hurtness, for you being really sad, but it's different layers. So sometimes being angry is easier than the actual act of allowing yourself to feel all the pain of it. So anger just keeps you right above feeling, but not feeling it all. So the tip that I want to give you guys, which is something that has helped me, and it's something that I recommend, and anybody that I've worked with, it's something I have them do, and I really have seen an improvement in their emotional body, in their emotional health, mentally, physically, spiritually, and it allows them to get one step closer to healing this process. Now, this is not going to solve everything, but this is going to be a huge start to helping you get more in touch with yourself, to clearing out your emotions, and to really healing these aspects of ourselves. So what I recommend is that if you have any form of abandonment, whether it's, again, you lost a parent through death, they walked out on you, they emotionally neglected you, or you lost someone close to you through death again, write. Whether you like to write or not, write. You have to find an outlet. And so what I tell people is write a letter. Write a letter to your parent, to that person that you are upset with that has abandoned you and that you feel neglected by. Write them a letter, even if they're not here. You get it all out, because what that does is going to help you release everything that you haven't allowed yourself to feel and express. And again, you're taking it out of your emotional body into the physical. And it's going to give you clarity, and it's going to make you feel a lot lighter. So write a letter to that person. For example, if you go on creatingwithin.com, I'm going to put a link below here. I wrote a letter to my dad a while back, and it was me telling him how I felt about everything. And I never really necessarily gave it to him, but it was like a letter out to the universe, but it was for me to heal. And so this is for you to heal. So write that letter to your parent, and write it all out. Don't hold back. And when you're writing, don't judge yourself, but allow yourself to feel the emotions. I know it's going to be very uncomfortable, and a lot of things will come up, but this is the whole point of it. So find a quiet space, light a white candle, and just allow yourself to feel everything that you haven't been feeling, and write it all out. It could be just nonsense at the beginning. You're angry, just let it flow, and eventually the healing is going to start coming into place. And when you write, another thing about why I'm so adamant about writing is that it allows your higher self to see through when you just write and you get out of your way without judgment. So this is a tool that I want to share with you guys. I know it sounds simple, but I know so many people who don't do this, and when they have done it, I've just seen an improvement in their overall life, and it just really starts moving you into the right direction, and it definitely makes you feel a whole lot lighter. So get out your pen and paper and write that letter to that person who has abandoned you in your life, and get it all out. Anyways, I hope that you found today's content helpful and that it helps you in your inner world. If you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe today if you like what you see here in Creating Within, and feel free to share the content with others and feed their inner world. I will talk to you soon, and in the meantime, I hope that you continue to communicate, connect, and create.